everybody? This is Captain Radio Silos to talk about UM. Just my thoughts on last week's game and looking forward to the South Florida game coming up this Saturday, September 13th. The game is a 4:30 game. So you have, let's go back to last week. So Bethune-Cookman versus Miami. And Miami won 45-3. Pretty much did everything they wanted to in that game. The one thing that I criticize on that game is Mario Cristobal has shown me that in the past he's not as aggressive as I wish he would be. Right. Um, that game should have been a little bit higher scoring than what we did. We didn't even cover the spread. So the spread was like 54 or something like that, or 53, one around. It was somewhere around there. Um, but we didn't cover because he wasn't trying to score after we took the lead. He was running the ball a lot, and I get it. The coach that he was playing against was a former coach that coached under him in Oregon. So he has a lot of respect, and he didn't want to embarrass him more than 45-3 it was, right? Because they still beat him by 42 points, which is a lot. Right. But what we did see is Beck started, I think 12 of 12 or 13 of 13, which he tied a record that was set by Vinny Testaverde, right? So which that's great. He also was just playing a game where he did not do no interceptions, right? He hit a couple of good receivers. Um, his connection with CJ Daniels, you could see it, right? It's clear that he trusts him. They went for 2 touchdowns. The running back Fletcher, I think, had 2 touchdowns too. But overall, there's not much to go over in that game. We should have won. They did what they were supposed to do, which is win, right? Now, moving forward, the next 3 games that we have are South Florida, who is ranked 18 now, Florida, who might get back in the ranking with a win, and Florida State, who is ranked 10. We are still ranked 5th. We did not move at all. And I understand, right? We didn't play a school we played that's worth moving up for, right? So now if we beat Central Florida, if we beat South Florida, UF, right? If we beat them, we should move up at least one more spot. So let's talk about the upcoming game, right? South Florida Bulls. They've had a really hard schedule to start. They have played, this is going to be their 3rd ranked team. The first one was Boise State, which was ranked 25th, I think, or 24th, somewhere around there. They beat them. Then they play Florida, who was ranked 13, somewhere around there, right? Either 13 or 12. Florida State or in Florida, like, have one of those positions. And they beat them. So now they're playing the 3rd ranked team, right? They've won. The reason they're winning is mostly due to their quarterback, Byron Brown, right? Byron Brown, number 17, has thrown for 473 yards, 1 touchdown, and has 109 yards rushing with 2 rushing touchdowns. This guy is a mobile, agile quarterback. He knows how to make people miss. There's plays where you could see him just leave the defense looking dumb to get yards, right? And one of them, Florida had him behind the line. It would look like a 10-yard loss. He escaped, put some moves, and got like 20 something yards off that play. He is the real deal. He is really good, right? So we have to worry about his ability to extend plays, right? His ability to get yards, and he's not scared of contact. He's a pretty big body guy, right? So he's like, his body's big, he could absorb. He looks like Cam a little bit. If I'm gonna compare him to somebody, right? Cam Newton. So he could take hits as a quarterback, but more than anything, he's very athletic. he puts a lot of moves. He knows he makes like people miss in the open spaces. That guy is good at running the ball. And not only that, he's a good thrower. Like I said, he's thrown for 473 yards. Now, mind you, he doesn't have, you know, superstar receivers. But he does have a good one in Keyshawn Singleton. Right, he's 6'3", has 7 catches for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging 24 yards a catch. Right, that guy is going to be a matchup problem for the for UM. Right, so we need to find a way to like double team him. He's 6'3". He has good hands. He has pretty good speed. He is the best receiver on that team. The next focus on them is their defense. They're pretty good at creating packages to blitz and stopping the run, right? Both teams that they played, Boise State and Florida, did move the ball pretty well, but they didn't finish. They didn't score. So the mantra is scoring instead of keeping them in the game. You can't just be kicking field goals and keeping them around because they are a good team that will take advantage of that. The two people on defense that you have to worry about is their two linebackers, right? Schuler and Harris, right? Those two linebackers are tackling machines. They know how to get after the quarterback, they know how to stop the run, and they're not that bad in coverage, right? They're not the greatest, but they're not that bad. We are going to have to spread the ball around and control the time in this game. So the three keys to victory. One, we talked about him. Stopping Brown. That's just common sense, right? We're gonna have to stop Brown from running the ball and extending plays. You cannot give him extra time to find the receiver because he does have a good, strong arm. He could get it down there. He knows how to find open receivers and extend plays. That is UN kryptonite, right? Whenever we play a quarterback that is very mobile, we normally struggle in those games. Key number two to me is not allowing Schuler and Harris to stop outrunning, right? We gotta control the trenches, right? We gotta use our guards to pull and push and pull and find ways to wear down those two guys because they're relentless when they are pursuing running backs or quarterbacks. They're good, they're very smart linebackers. We have to find different packages where our running backs and our offensive line are putting so much pressure on the first and second level of that defense that we wear them out. Because they have been pretty good the last two games. All right. And then the last thing, right, and this is just common sense, turnovers. Win the turnover battle. We cannot turn the ball over against this team. The last two teams that have done it have kept them in the game, and that's opened up the door for them to upset two teams. We cannot, they cannot take this game lightly. But the keys, again, are stopping Brown. We got to contain him. We can't let him be mobile. Not allowing Schuler and Harris to detect our running game. We need to let our offensive line show why they're the best in the country and put pressure on not just the first level, but the second level. Right? We need to find ways to get our running backs to wear down this defense. And last but not least, I said win the turnover. Right? We need to have cause more turnovers than they do because they jump on the ball. They have caused a lot of turnovers this season. I think they're +2. I think that's what it showed. But guys, these are my thoughts. I'm excited for this game, right? I think this is one of our good matchups right now, right? We have this 3 weeks, well, 4 weeks, and we have a bye before the Florida State games. But this next 3 games are a really good test for UM to see where they're at, right? This team's defense is not bad, but they're nowhere near the defense of Notre Dame, right? So we should be able to do and come out with the victory against them, right? I think it's gonna be at least we're gonna win by 14 points. I think we're gonna dominate the time of possession. I think we're gonna run the ball really good, and I think we're gonna find ways to spread the ball around to receivers. I think bet goes for another 200, 300 yard game. So for South Florida versus UM, so my thoughts. What are your thoughts on the game? Do you think they're gonna win? Do you think South Florida could upset us? Are you nervous about this game? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like or dislike video. Dislike the video. It doesn't matter. All right, guys. Until next time, peace out.